everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, everybody. Today's matchup features two teams eager to come away with a late season win. It's the Bears going up against the Lions.
All right, Larry, first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. This one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On second down, Trubisky. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
First down, they run with Howard. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, look at the juke. And now running right through it. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here come the Lions now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. He'll look to throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. Look at the spin.
Balance.
A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. This is Howard on 2nd down. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Danny Nicholas in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now they go screen. It's complete. He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move got him a couple extra on the play. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw. And he connects with Ebron. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big gain of 31 on third down. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. Now they try the right side here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Forced out to his left. His throw incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Looking to throw. Being chased out left. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Thomas, the man in motion left. Now a handoff looking right. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. On 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have tied it. If they hit the extra point, they'll have the lead. And he's able to put it through. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. On the handoff, this is Howard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Geno Atkins in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Here comes the Bears punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And yet again, nowhere to run. This time maybe we'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? It's like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
The offense got the ball in a good spot, but they went nowhere. They settled for 3.
Brandon, I think it's safe to say that was a major disappointment. Had a great opportunity, excellent field position, and did not be able to move the ball at all. Big-time letdown.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
That was earning a first down the hard way. You want your quarterback to be a scrapper, but you also want to keep him upright. He paid for that first down by taking a big-time hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Charles Haley in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. To throw on 2nd down. Small. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to throw. Small. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. I think it's intercepted.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And some space here. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. 87 yards. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the 1st half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Small. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good, because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole 2nd half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Detroit getting set to go now. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll throw now on the final play. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, good footwork on the spin. Oh, and now he bowls him over.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light there. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So the D-line's going to spread out. In motion left is Watkins. 36.
All right, now, lucky 56.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Yeah, now it was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it third down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. As Ike going to ballet school. Got the toes down.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Charles Haley in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Second down following the run. And the tight end Ebron in motion. Now they try the right side here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now Rodgers. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go now. Leopard. Leopard. Wide. Get wide. Leopard. Leopard. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back to throw here. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, 3rd quarter in Denver. The Broncos have opened up a 2-touchdown lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here we go now. Here we go.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. Dancing to his left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now Trubisky on third and long. Wide open receiver complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now Trubisky on first down. Forced out to his left. And some room to roam now. Now Trubisky lost the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On first down, Trubisky. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go now.
Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Flush to his right. And he whips that one incomplete there. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletion.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
On third down, Trubisky. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Run it well, and it's picked. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Looking long for Thomas. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, You've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
The Lions on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is third down and 12. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. A handoff, McCaffrey running right, and he's going to be run over, hit hard as he'll be marked down at the 4-yard line.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky being chased out left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Nevin Lawson with a pick, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll set up to throw. He's going to air one out. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Watch it now, Arnie.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Trubisky will throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 49. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
All right, here we go.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Shreds the tackle. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That'll be their second, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Jim Caldwell is showing a little confidence in the offense, leaving him out there here on 4th down. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
No, Jack, Patriot.
Now back to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. They're in the 4th quarter in Denver. The Broncos, they're continuing to pour it on. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Now Trubisky. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Detroit, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it's a loss that could wind up hurting a little as they fall now to 11-4. And they'll have a tough one.